tunnel would have doubled the number of commuter trains from New Jersey to Manhattan. Good news for you Verizon Wireless customers. Apple CEO Steve Jobs has announced plans to formally and finally make the iPhone available on your carrier. It is the largest wireless carrier in the United States. PJ Jacobowitz, analyst for PCMag.com, joins me now to discuss this decision. And it really might impact all the smartphone users out there. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you too.
Okay, why is it taking so long to get this around from AT&T and diversify?
Well, here's the thing. It's actually not totally official yet. It's a story from the Wall Street Journal, and they're putting their credibility on the line, and they're saying they have sources that claim he's going to make the announcement, and it's going to be available in January. So the reason it's taken so long is back in 2007, when they launched the first iPhone, apparently they went to Verizon first. And they said, hey, we'd love to, launch this smartphone on your network. Right. And Verizon wanted to put their music and television store on the phone. They have a program called VCast, and they sell music and TV shows through there. Apple sells all of their music and TV shows from them through iTunes. Right. Butted heads, didn't work, and Apple, Verizon turned them down actually, and they said, nope, we want to be able to sell our music and TV shows.
So,
Since then,
the iPhone goes huge.
Exactly.
What happens this time then? Well, do we know if this happens?
Since 2007, Verizon's been begging them to come back. So it sounds like they finally got them, and basically Apple went with the exclusivity with AT&T, and so AT&T is paying them big bucks for the past 3 years to keep it on their network. Now Apple's decided that it's time to expand. There's about 90 million customers on AT&T. Right. Verizon's also got about 90 million customers. And last August, iPhones in the U.S. were at about 13.5 million, and they have a competitor, Google, who makes an operating system called Android for smartphones, is catching up. They're at about 11 million. So Apple basically wants to keep people within their operating system. They want developers making applications for their operating system so they can, continue to make money off that. So they figure, hey, it's time to dip into the Verizon pool and maybe add something like 10 million users. Sure.
Do you think VCast, though, will appear on an Apple iPhone if you're with Verizon?
You know what? I think it might, but I don't think people, honestly, it's not a huge right now, even on Verizon's handsets. People still get their TV shows and music elsewhere. So I think it's now at this time, it's a moot point. But it could very well end up on there.
Yeah. If you say there are 35 million or so that have an iPhone right now, that means via AT&T.
Well, worldwide, actually.
Worldwide,
there's about 13.5 million in the U.S.
So what would be your initial prediction? You think you could get maybe 10 million subscribers on Verizon right away?
That's what people are thinking. It's tough because you're not sure. Maybe everyone who wants an iPhone right now is already on AT&T. Maybe the AT&T people are just going to leave and go to Verizon and they won't gain any. But it's likely, I think, a lot of people will jump in who are on Verizon who didn't want to switch over to AT&T. They're saying maybe 10 million. Yeah. So that's like doubling their...
So Nick's in my ear. I think he's with Verizon. He wants to know, are we going to be duped again? Because there had been these stories before.
Oh my God. I mean, it seems like every other month we hear this, but this is, the Wall Street Journal is putting their credibility on the line, and they're saying they have sources that are claiming it's a done deal, and come January, Verizon will have the iPhone.
Okay, so Nick, maybe ask for a late Christmas present. I don't know, maybe that's going to do it for you. Anyway, thank you very much, PJ Jacobowitz.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Move over, Old Spice guy. You're getting some competition from the Sesame Street set. You know the commercials I'm talking about, right? The ones that feature that guy, the shirtless man.